Hello Geminis, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your no contact love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, let's take a look and see what we have going on for you, Gemini. We're looking at the current energies towards you of the person that you are in no contact with. What are their energies towards Gemini? All right, Gemini, we're going to start off with how you are currently being viewed by this person. Nice. My sun's coming in a weird way. We're going to try our best here, but we have the Fool. And at the bottom of the deck, I see the Devil. There we go. Gemini, this is feeling a little bit specific, but I feel like there could be somebody here that there was like a friend with benefits situation, or maybe just somebody that had a very, like a very sexual energy towards you, okay? I do feel like you could have wanted more in a situation, because I see the Four of Cups here, the Empress. I also feel here that the way that this is coming through, Gemini, is I feel like there could be somebody here that maybe you felt very rejected by, because there was somebody that you were having some kind of connection with, right? And I feel like you wanted something more, but I feel like this person, was not open to that. I feel like they wanted to keep things at a very casual or physical level. And I do feel like now it's kind of like the tables have turned a bit, in the sense that now I do feel like you've started to move away. Maybe you're having some kind of new beginning, or you're just choosing to no longer settle for something that isn't really aligned with what you're looking for. And now this person is feeling a little bit, rejected. So I kind of feel like that's what's going on here, Gemini. I do feel like this person does view you as somebody who kind of like checks all the boxes here with this Empress energy, but there's something here where I feel like they're having a hard time like stepping outside of a comfort zone or making some kind of change with this Two of Wands energy. There could be something that they're still healing from or still trying to leave behind. Yeah, I feel like this person in a very like single energy. Like, I want to be single. I want to focus on me. There's nothing wrong with that here. I just feel like it's like you're recognizing, okay, well, we don't want the same things. So I'm going to move in a different direction. And I feel like now that you've started to do that here, Gemini, I do feel like it's affecting this person. Now, they're viewing you as the Fool card here. What is the challenge for this person? The Ten of Cups. Yeah, one, I feel like somebody's just very unhappy. I do. I also feel like they could have some things going on with family, whether this is like a lot of responsibility, maybe they have children, maybe they are a caretaker, it could be something like that as well. But I feel like they are just very unhappy with the way that things are between the two of you right now. And I also feel like the Ten of Cups to me sometimes can be an energy of just wanting more. And I feel like that is shown up as a challenge because you did want more, Gemini, and this person is feeling like that was something that they were unable to give you at this time, or unwilling to give you at this time. How is this person feeling when it comes to Gemini? We have the Lovers. So this person does feel a bond with you here. Like I said earlier, I do feel like this person views you as somebody who kind of like checks all the boxes, somebody who's very caring, supportive, loving, nurturing, understanding. And with this Lover's energy here, I do feel like somebody feels like they have a major decision to make here. Now, I also, some of you Gemini, if you haven't already met somebody new, you're about to, okay? I feel like I did a reading for you. I don't know if it was your last one or the one before. That was all about new love. Okay. And I do feel like that here. I feel like there is, if you haven't recently just met somebody, I feel like there's somebody new coming in very quickly for you, because I feel like this person too, it could be triggered by that. They've seen you have some kind of new beginning, seen you be happy here, and now it's triggering them, okay? Okay, so let's see what that is. So clarifying this full energy, we have the Knight of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. I also see Pisces and Gemini, Aries. You may hear from this person unexpectedly, okay? I'm getting a couple different things, but for some of you, I feel like, you know, seeing you start to move on, or finding out that you're connecting with somebody new, it could kind of, like I said, I do feel like it triggers something in them. It could feel a little unexpected, but I also feel like this person could then, it feels more like a reaction, like something that they're not really thinking through, but it's just, they're very triggered by the situation. So I do feel like it triggers somebody to reach out to you here. So if you've been in no contact with somebody, even if it has just been for a short time, I do feel like this is triggering somebody to move towards you here. But like I said, it's not something that this person is like sitting down and thinking through. It feels like a reaction to me. And it could feel like, you know, very unexpected. Like, okay, well, like, why are you reaching out now after you said you didn't want anything and you know that I do? Like, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. We have the Five of Swords. So Aquarius season could be significant for you in some way. You can be dealing with an Aquarius, because you have two cards right in a row here. But like I said, there are other signs here, and at the end of the reading, I'll give them all to you, all the ones that come up. Now, the Five of Swords, so somebody is now questioning things. The Five of Swords can be a card of reassessment, looking back over the past and being like, well, what about this? And should I have done this? And the Five of Swords can also be an energy of getting what we want by any means necessary, or winning at all costs. So I would be careful with this, because I really don't care for that energy. Because to me, this says that somebody is triggered. You can see that with that Knight of Swords energy. Somebody is triggered by, you know, you potentially moving on and having something with somebody else. And that is causing them to want this, right? It's like, no, but nowhere here do I see that this person is actually has shifted. They're actually ready for something. They just don't want to lose you. So it doesn't feel genuine to me. And that Lover's energy, you may have a choice to make coming up, Gemini. But especially for those of you where you've, you know, there's somebody new, I would not allow the past in this energy to potentially make you miss out on something that is aligned with what you're looking for. But only you guys get to decide what's best for you. Tell me about this Lover's energy. We have the Sun. Yeah, it feels like pride. It feels like ego. I think you're going to see through it, though. I do. I think you're going to see through it, Gemini, because that Lovers, too, that is your energy, right? So I definitely feel like you're kind of in the position of power here, but I do feel like you're going to see through the situation. I think you know that something really hasn't changed. I think you know why somebody's moving back in. And even here we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It still feels very physical to me. But I do feel like you're going to be able to resist this in the hopes. In the hopes. I think you're able to resist it because you know that there's something that is more aligned with what you're actually looking for. Some of you may have a younger earth sign coming in for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to, but you could. What is this person's next actions and behaviors towards Gemini? Yeah, the Page of Cups. So I do feel like you're going to get some kind of communication. And it does feel like it could come out of nowhere, and you're kind of wondering about it. Like, it feels like you're like wondering what the point is. It could feel very sweet, very crushy, very flirty. Some of you could have a younger water sign coming in as well. I see the Two of Swords here too, clarifying that. So I think that, sometimes the Two of Swords energy, it can be kind of an indecisive energy. And like I said, Gemini, I do feel like you'll have a decision to make. But the Two of Swords also says that deep down we already kind of know the truth of the situation. So we just kind of have to look within. And like I said earlier, I do think that you do see through this situation, okay? Sometimes what we want and what's best for us are not the same thing. And I think this is kind of like one of those situations here. But the signs I'm seeing for you, I see Aquarius, Aries, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Leo. Those are the signs I'm seeing, but it could be any. It is a general reading. So even if I did not mention a specific sign, the reading definitely can still resonate for you. But that is what I have for you, and I do hope that this helps, and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.